It's the WOW Show, Women on Women. I'm Shazmin Shamsuddin.
I'm Joanne Campopo.
And Ning Baizura couldn't be with us here today.
Yeah, because she's busy being a single mom. It's very hard,
It is when your partner's not around. Things like this happen all the time. Well, anyway, picture this, okay? She's successful. She's smart. And she just lost 100,000 ringgit to a man she's not even met.
Okay, I don't have 100,000, okay? But I'm sure a lot of other women out there do.
Yes. And, scams aren't just about gullibility. They're about trust, fear, love, and manipulation.
Yep.
In this eye-opening episode, we're speaking to crime prevention specialist Dr. Shamir Rajadurai, co-founder of Prevent Crime Now, to break down the emotional and financial traps targeting women today, from love scams to fake investments and even online threats. Welcome, Shamir.
Thank you very much, guys, for having me.
How on earth did you even get in this field?
Well, it was either I commit crime or I prevent it. So
what's the origin story here?
So I chose to prevent crime. But I think one of the ways I really got into this was I think most of us have this, right? There's always a fascination about crime.
Yeah.
That's why, when we watch movies as well, it's always movies about the criminal, right? But I also wanted to understand how can we actually reduce victimization. So that's how I ended up in this. No real fancy story, just something very basic.
Got PhD in this,
Correct, because now he's a doctor.
Yeah. Okay, so Shamir, can you walk us through how what makes scams today so convincing? And despite all the media publicity about scams, here, there, everywhere, people are still falling for it.
Yeah. Actually, one of the main things that allows people to be victims, or what makes these scams really, believable, is that first thing you have to understand, it is never one scammer. It's a whole team of scammers, right? So you've got extremely smart people there, you've got IT guys, you've got psychologists, people who understand human nature and tech together. When you put a team of people like this together, and when we say team, it's not 5-6 people, it's a whole organization of people. When you put them together, you have the best brains coming together to try to manipulate you.
And especially in love scams, when women are vulnerable,
Yes.
And they can be any age.
Yes.
I even read somewhere that my friend's grandmother got love scam.
Yeah.
And love scam?
Yes.
Yeah.
And my friend was like, my God, my grandmother is almost 80 years old, no more grandfather already. But
at 80, we still want love?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So,
At any age you want love, right?
Specifically because it's love scam, typically, is there a step-by-step thing that these people look out for?
Of course, there's always a process when these guys do this, right? And it's so important that they follow that process.
Okay, so
that's
what's
how
the
it
process?
Works. So first, it's always they look out for women, and it's sometimes at random. They just randomly connect with everyone and see who gets back to them.
Okay, it's not like they go to the wet market while the grandmother is buying in Taman Tun, aku nak rendang paste, and then
They go on your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, and they connect with you over there first. Right? And now when we talk about 80-year-old grandmothers, they are on these platforms. They are on TikTok, they are on Facebook and all. So you just go, you throw the
Throw the net wide.
Throw the
net. See who kena punching.
Okay.
Right? The minute whoever replies, that's when you start off the conversation. And what's interesting is that when we look at the scripts of these guys, they have certain personas which they play. Right?
Okay, I want to share. I know it's a bit early, but I want to share. My maid got caught. Love scam.
Okay.
This was just before COVID. All right, she was messaging this guy on Facebook.
Okay.
All right, and what she wanted was because she will keep her money with me, and only once a year she'll transfer it back to. I remember this specifically back to Indonesia. But that one period, I was touring. I was in East Malaysia a lot. I came back there, I went to Penang and all, and she asked me for 5,000 ringgit. Okay, she said, her son wanted. So I thought, I said, how are you going to give this money to your son? She said, don't worry, she has a connection because she's been here for 15 years, taking care of my daughter since she was 5, right? Then after that 5K, she asked for another 3,000. Then I got suspicious. I'm like, I just give you 5K 2 weeks ago. Why you want another 3K? You know? And then She didn't want to show me the messages. Okay, but someone has been constantly calling her on her phone. Then when and she told me that this person wants the 3K. If not, she will be deported and reported into the police and go to court.
Wow.
So I got upset. I bought her a new phone. So when I bought her a new phone, SIM card all new, I kept her old phone.
Okay.
And because the guy didn't have, it's all through Facebook, so online. In the morning, before she could tell him that she changed her phone, all the messages came in and I saw. It was a picture of a Caucasian guy, really cute and like younger. And my maid is like 50 plus, you know, like makcik and all that. And even though he was Caucasian, he could speak Indonesian. So he messaged her all this thing in Indonesian language. And they were going to elope. She was going to go back to Indonesia, build a house so he could come over and marry her.
Wow.
So she needed the money to send to him.
So what happened was, it was the oldest scam. He said he sent a box with US dollars, bags, and money, and a laptop for her son. And that box apparently is now stuck
At
in
custom.
Penang custom. And there is another Malay lady that kept messaging her and told her like, all right, in order to clear that box, she need to give them 3,000
Oh my God.
more.
Yes.
So that's how they can. And because I said, let's report police, she refused to go. Like when I was going to bring her to the police station, she climbed out of the car, then roll on the floor.
Oh
This is
my
like
God.
really drama, like drama minggu ini. Like they roll on the floor, cry all like, no, don't want to
No,
go.
but at this point, did she know she was scammed, or was she?
She refused to talk about.
She believed it.
Yeah, she believed it. She still believe it.
Yeah, and that's the thing about scammers, right? And here's the one thing why love scam is very effective, is that when it comes to love,
It's emotions.
it's emotion, right? And you are never going to believe when someone tells you that it's not true. Just think back about a time when y'all were teenagers and y'all had this boy y'all liked, and your parents said no, he's bad news, or your friend said no, he's bad news, and you're like, no, I know what's best for myself, right?
But I love
I love him.
Don't worry, even at 50, you get caught in that.
So that's why, right? When it comes to emotions, it's very difficult to believe when someone tells you it's not true.
Are there red flags to look up? Let's say you're already in it,
Yeah.
but like everyone, okay, like let's say if you're clearly very clever, you are in a management role. Is there any way?
These women fall for it too.
Yeah,
Okay?
exactly.
Yeah.
Are there any red flags that you can look into that perhaps you
when,
can?
when we want to say, is a person intelligent or not, will they be a victim? Yes. In fact, what's very interesting when we look at statistics, when it comes to scams, the larger number of victims are women who are teachers. Yeah. So female educators are the largest number of victims. So when we talk about, intelligence, whether you're intelligent or not, it's a separate thing, because now it's not talking about intelligence, it's talking about emotion. Everyone gives in to emotion.
Yeah.
Right? So, are there red flags? Yes, many. There are always many red flags. One, first of all, I want to say, I'm not saying you cannot get a handsome looking guy coming after you, but manage your expectations.
Yeah,
No, it's true. Honestly, my DMs, right? My inbox is full of handsome Korean oppa type men or retired generals from the
because
US.
that's in them,
it's like
retired general
I'm
from
like,
the
what the
US.
heck is this, lah? I'm not gonna.
But they look for women above 40 plus.
Not
Actually, any
really.
age, you get teenagers as well who fall for it, right?
Yeah,
You got the
but
Korean
the
looking guys.
teenagers you can for them it's like the modus operandi is like 40 and then they and they will always ask you if you match with someone, especially on the dating apps, and if they are Caucasian and slightly older, and you can tell because from their description they say, they want to find true love, they are single father, they are this, they are that. And then if you talk to them, let's just say they say you're from US, and I say, where you from? Michigan. Okay, which part in Michigan? It take them 12 hours to come back to you to reply, because they have to go on Google to figure out which street. And especially if, let's say, you're someone that has lived in the US.
Yeah.
Then you can say, then
Yeah.
you can catch them quite
Yeah,
easy
yeah.
because they don't reply you immediately. One, and then second, always after the third or fourth question, they will ask you, what do you do for a living? What do you,
Yeah.
they always want to know what you
Works
do
on an
for
oil rig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he works on that oil rig. I always say that, I am a freelancer. And then they're like, what is freelance? Oh, when there's job, then I take the job. When there's no job, then I don't work. Then like, like that. And then they will taper off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because to them, if you say, I'm a manager in this,
Yep.
then they'll hop up because anyone that is a little bit
If you say you're a
if you're
journalist,
working,
journalist then habis lah.
Throws ghost. Throws ghost.
Yeah, but again, the jobs are all secondary as well. They really have a script they follow. At the end of the day, you have to understand these criminals as well. The scammers have KPIs they need to achieve.
Wow, KPIs.
Yes. Okay, so some of these scammers, unfortunately, it's not a job they want to do. They are being forced into it, right? We've seen,
Correct.
these guys and all being forced into the Cambodia scam centers
Yes,
and all,
correct.
right? So they have KPIs they need to hit, and if they don't hit those KPIs, they get hit, right? So
like physical.
yeah. It's quite bad. Some of them, the tortures they go through, right? So and to them is that they are not physically hurting you. It's just money.
It's
right? So
money.
to them, like not like kami datang rompak you bawa pisau ke apa kan? So it's just money. So what they do is that, Nama, I have to hit this amount. Even if I can get 500 ringgit off you, I'm going to get it off you, right? So any amount is still an amount, right? The bigger the better. Small is still money, right? So I think what a lot of people think is that, Naman, I'm smarter than these guys. No, you're not. Now, especially with the use of technology, with AI, oh my God, it's so easy to pretend to be somebody else.
They can even change and manipulate their voice.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
If you check out my socials as well, I posted an AI that we created. And we created this AI in 10 minutes, right? And it's a girl, very beautiful girl, and she's telling, hey, everything, facial features, hair flipping to the back, everything done with AI. And it wasn't even with a high-tech computer or anything like. Imagine if we had the budget to actually do something better, we could, right? So I think what a lot of people fail to realize is just because I see a picture of a person, I see a video of
It's
a
a
person,
real person,
it's a real person. No, it's
Yeah.
not anymore, right? Those watching, you don't even know if I'm really talking to them, right? You don't know if Joanne
be
or
an
Shaz is
AI.
real.
Yeah.
They could be AI for all you know.
dude.
So if Shaz or Joanne suddenly gets in touch with you in your DMs, please don't reply.
It's
huh?
not us.
It's not them.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing. Like you mentioned, the first things you need to realize is manage your expectations. It's not like you cannot get a charming looking man,
Yeah.
but usually it's like people are using other people's photos
Yes.
to kind of like,
Yep.
it's catfishing lah
Yeah,
on one
it
hand,
is,
kan?
it is. Yeah, if a beautiful girl DM me, I know it's not real.
Yeah.
I've never had a beautiful girl DM me, right? No, why suddenly, right?
Yeah.
But the same thing as well. You see, for example, like y'all are everywhere. Your voice has been on radio forever,
They
right?
can take the voice.
They can take your voice, your pictures, your videos of you are everywhere, can from your socials, and even because y'all are celebrities. It's so easy for someone to pretend to be you guys,
Correct.
My
right?
God.
So it's so easy, right?
And now with technology, it's
yes.
even more.
Yes.
I think another trick is also, if I'm not mistaken, like a lot of these very pretty Chinese looking girls have started messaging my male friends. Like, is this so and so? And then they're like, no, this is someone else. Then like, sorry, wrong number. And then they
talk to
start a
them.
conversation.
Yeah.
On WhatsApp.
Yeah, and the more you message, that's how you get a lot of Indian boys falling for Chinese girls. That's how you get all these Indian couples, right?
I get Indian boys following me too, but I think they are real.
Okay. So, like you mentioned earlier, they set out a wide net.
Yeah.
It's just randomized.
Yeah.
Okay. So the red flags to look out for: too good to be true.
Too good to be true. To and then the story is always that they are looking for true love. I'm a single father. My wife has died. So what they do is they try to match their script to your profile. So just say, okay, I look at you. You're maybe a 60-year-old lady. So I'll look for the script which, okay, I'm this person. So for example, my name is John Smith. I'm a retired colonel, or I'm a retired engineer
It's always a
from so
retired
and so. My wife passed away about 10 years ago, and one thing she wanted me to do was to always be happy.
Yeah.
So now I'm going out looking for true love again. And when I saw your profile, you seem like a person who's full of integrity, who is a person who would be, a person who kind, caregiver, something amazing. And what they do, they put like all the nice words that you want to hear, right? Right, so they were like, "Oh, you're like this," and you also think, "Oh, yeah, I am like this," right?
Finally, someone sees me.
Yes. Yeah, they're looking at my inner beauty, not my outer beauty, those kind of things, right?
Yeah.
And that's what they hope you catch on to. And then once you catch that, we've seen the scripts, and it's so interesting on the thought process of how the script goes. It even goes down to a part where I remember one of the scripts I saw. What have you had for lunch today? I had an apple because I'm just trying to be healthy. And
What the?
Yeah, it's such a weird thing, right? But that's the thought process of it, right? They ask you what you have, and then they tell you what they've had, and that's in the script. I've had an apple today because I want to be healthy, and then you probably get into a conversation. Oh, I should cook healthy food, because you want to try to match the energy. Right? There is something called mirroring which they do, right? If you're not familiar with mirroring those out there, it's a technique which is normally used by negotiators, right? And what they do is when you say something, they say it back to you, just to get that conversation rolling, and just so that you get the idea that, oh my God, this person is so interesting. Actually, whatever they've said has no essence at all.
Yeah.
They are just getting you to engage in that conversation.
Right.
And that's one thing, like, for those of you who are not familiar as well, a lot of interviewers do as well. You all have been on radio, you all have done it a lot as well. The concept of mirroring is so powerful. And that's what scammers use.
Right. So this grooming period,
Yep.
before they start asking for money, what is a grooming period and how do they start asking for money?
Okay. The grooming period can be anything within a week to even months. There's no real set period.
Yeah.
It's always about how do we get people to voluntarily give money. It's not us asking money, it's you. And the grooming period is very interesting, right? It differs with each and every one of you.
Yep.
And the idea of it is that if I can get you to fall in love with me, that's what I need.
Yes.
And to
That's-
keep, what's interesting is that they'll always try to keep that relationship a secret, right? Because we like the whole concept of, I've got a
Clandestine
I
thing.
know something mysterious going on in my life, so I'm not going to tell anybody about it. But I go back home, I'm just waiting to text you. That kind of thing, like, remember like school days, Go back home, you want to tell, but you don't tell your parents, that kind of thing, right? So that's what they do. The idea of that grooming is very different. Grooming someone in a love scam compared to like child pedophiles when they groom
Correct.
kids, right? Very different, right? So the idea of this is to just get you to want to have that secret relationship with them. Get excited about it. Get excited every time
fall in love with them.
every time I send you a message, you hear that ding, you're going to be like, it's John. So that's one. And when they ask you for money, I remember we did a session with Maria, right?
That's right, on Scoop Insight.
Yeah, on Scoop Insight. And what she shared was actually what really happens is that she volunteered that amount because he never asked for that amount.
Yeah.
Right?
The backstory, Joanne, was
Yeah.
basically he couldn't make payments to his ex-wife, some alimony payments, and he really wanted to come visit her, but that would have to wait because he needs to do all this other stuff.
And is he from the US?
No, this one was from Australia.
Okay.
Mat Saleh juga lah.
Mat Saleh juga lah. So in the end, she volunteered, out of her own good heart.
How much?
20,000? No, 12 or
quite a
20.
bit, yeah.
About
Quite a
that
bit.
amount.
Yeah.
Right? And like you said, no, she volunteered that amount because the way he did it is like he never asked her.
And he was like,
Just
"Oh
said, "I'm
no,
going
I
through-
cannot take
your
that money from you."
Yeah.
So of course she's like now insistent.
Yes.
So it's all mind games.
It's all mind games.
Yeah.
Amazing mind games, right? And that's why sometimes we think we're always smarter than criminals.
Is there a possibility for them to video call you as well with a person's face?
Yes,
like what
with
you said?
AI now, you're able to do that, especially if you got high computers with good GPUs.
Correct.
You can do that.
Because like some women say, oh, he could be real, how do you tell if it's real? Then some would say, yeah, because I video call him every night.
Yeah.
So of course he has to be real.
Well, I remember this, I think Chinese or Hong Kong influencer. It's a guy who's in his 50s and he uses a filter that shows him as a girl in her 20s. and it's in real time.
And it's like
And
just a
it's
filter.
so real. It's just a
filter.
filter.
It's not even like
Yeah,
AI.
Yeah.
Now with all the filters that are going around, every new app has a new AI in it.
Yeah.
It's amazing, right? The stuff that you can do, right?
Okay, so
yeah.
these love scams are happening on social media, like
Yep.
your Instagram, Facebook, especially at
Yeah.
certain age.
Yeah.
After, I think if you're 40 and above, it's Facebook. If you're a bit younger, it's
TikTok.
elsewhere, TikTok, Instagram.
It's
Just be careful, lah.
Not only be careful, but like I guess like well, I have a lot of
Admirers.
friends who are single
Okay.
and looking, right?
Okay.
So they have taught me a few stuff. Like one of it is like if he sends you a picture, you photo reverse it or something. So you would know whether it's a real person.
Photo reverse.
Like
you
search the
reverse
picture.
reverse search it.
Yeah, reverse
yes,
search,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. There
So
are a
that
few
was
tools
one
that you
way.
can use, yes.
So what are the tools that we can have?
Okay.
Because let's put it this way, you know, everyone's on a dating app.
Yes.
Okay, whether the dating app is an app online
Yeah.
or your mother's cousin that tries and matchmake
Matchmake you at weddings.
Yeah, matchmake you. Come in already. Auntie Sima is there with 3 other profiles, you know. But yeah, so as a single woman out there, how do we then protect ourselves? Like this reverse photo is
Yeah.
one of it. Are there any other tools that?
Yep.
Like for example, like you were mentioning video AI. Is there any tool that we know like we could like send the video and then they say, oh, this is AI?
There actually is, very interestingly, there actually is. There are two companies, antivirus companies that do it. One of it is Norton.
Okay,
And
Norton.
another one is Bitdefender. So you actually, if you go, Norton has something called Norton Genie.
Okay.
And Bitdefender has Bitdefender Scameo.
Okay.
So all you do is you just take that video, you plop it into their site, and they analyze it for you and tell you whether it's a scam or not.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
something which any woman can do on her
Yes.
downtime
Yes.
because you know after you come back from the office, if you're alone like me with the cat, you know,
Like me too.
Yeah, all the women with the cat. Norton, come on, girls, you can afford it. Okay, don't buy the cheap one.
Yeah.
Buy the
Actually, what's
premium one.
package.
interesting, no, actually what's interesting, it's free.
It's free.
It's
girls.
free.
Okay,
It's
again,
free.
Norton and
Norton Genie or Bitdefender Scameo. It's free.
okay, that's it. I'm
Awesome.
downloading it
Yeah.
right now.
Okay, that's what I'm doing
right
tonight.
now.
Yeah, right now. Download it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so those
Okay.
two.
And if you find that, oh shoot, I have been love scammed, you know what? It's not about, and you feel stupid.
You just scan the person
Okay.
back. No,
It's
cannot.
not
Why
about
not?
intelligence. It's actually about emotional
Yes.
manipulation. It's not
Yes.
your fault, you
Yeah.
know. But we've seen so many of these in the news.
Yeah.
So please just, have a bit of discernment lah, you
Yeah.
know, when you're talking to people online that you don't know.
Yeah. I think, Shaz, you brought up something very interesting, right? Is that when these kind of things happen, most women feel ashamed of it.
Yes.
Right? They say, Alama, I so bodo, it's so embarrassing now, I have to tell my family members and all. So I just want everyone to remember, at the end of the day, please remember, it's not your fault. Don't feel ashamed about it. It's more important that you speak up about it. Right? So yeah, so if you guys would like to speak up, please contact the WOW session. I'm sure they would like to have an interview with
Oh
you
yes,
guys.
definitely. And we
Please,
can keep it anonymous as
Yeah.
well
Yeah, yeah,
if we want.
Yeah.
You can give us a call. We can record the call.
Yeah.
You know.
If
and-
I've ever scammed you, please don't come on the show.
Okay, well, let's move on to the next scam. And actually, have to admit, I kind of fell prey to this. And this was like 25, almost 30 years ago when I first started working. It's a financial and investment scam.
yes.
Okay, a lot of women are falling for these kind of scams.
Yeah.
I'll tell you very briefly what happened to me. I got a call as I was driving, and I had my hands free on, and this person,
hands free.
yeah, they still had those back then. Okay, so the caller said he was from the bank and that somebody had used my credit card and spent 4,000 ringgit somewhere at some goldsmith shop or whatever. And was that you? I said no. I panicked because number one, I was still quite young, and number two, this was the early 2000s, so these scams were just starting out, and I hadn't heard anything about it. So the bank, the fake bank that called, basically was asking me for all my details. And you know what? In that split second between panic and driving and just, not knowing what to do, I gave them all my details. And as soon as I got home, I told my dad what happened. He's like, oh my God, call all the banks, put a kill switch on everything, just, stop all the credit cards. stop, just let them know that this happened. So that's what we did. But of course, this is kind of old school. This
Yeah.
happened a long time ago. And
Yeah.
of course, if you fall for that now, that's a bit sad.
But still, people do.
People
they
do.
do.
People do, especially when they catch you when you're driving
Yeah.
or something like
Yeah.
that. You know.
So so what kind of scams such as financial, nothing to do with love scam or
Yeah.
anything, investment scams like forex and all that, they look like business opportunities or side income potential,
Yeah.
and then women like, oh yeah, this will get me out of debt.
Yeah, and then they say, oh, then I do it myself. I'm women empowered. I don't need a man. That kind of thing, right? So that's why they do. They get into all of these investments, right? First of all, if an investment opportunity ever comes through Telegram, it ever comes through WhatsApp, it ever comes through your Facebook, Instagram, is fake. Please don't ever believe these kind of things. There is no such thing that you're going to make 20% in 1 month. Please don't ever believe these kind of investments. Any investment you do, please go through proper channels. Right? Please go through proper channels. Make sure it's approved by the Securities Commission and Bank Negara Malaysia. That's how you know if those investments are approved. And also, even better if it's protected by PIDM. At least some part of your money is protected. But yeah, what's interesting about these scams is, again, it eats at your greed. It catches your greed. The whole thing, like, and how they do this is they'll put you into a group, a Telegram group or WhatsApp group. And everyone in that group, except you, it's a scammer. You will be in there with 30, 40 people.
And you're the only
You're
potential victim.
the victim.
Yes. But how they have the conversations over there is like, oh my God, thank you so much. I just got my payment. And then they'll upload a screenshot. Oh, this much. I've got 20% more. I've just invested $1,000. I've gotten $3,000. That kind of thing. And you are there, oh my God, everybody is, showing how much they earn. I don't want to miss out. Then you got this FOMO, right? And then after you start doing it. So that's how mainly you be a victim. You have this fear of missing out, and two, you're greedy.
And you know what? This actually happened to me. I'm so sorry.
Wow,
I don't
so
know
many
why.
things happened to you, Jess.
But I didn't fall for it
Okay.
because
Okay.
I was a lot older. In fact, this happened the day I got divorced.
All right.
An old
They
school.
knew it.
They knew.
It's crazy, right? So, an old school friend of mine called me up. She didn't know I'd gotten divorced, but anyway, it just so happened that she called me up and said, "You want to go for a coffee?" I said, "Yeah, sure. It's been a while." So we sat down. I told her what happened that morning at court, and she was like, "Zoom!"
Now's
She
the time.
told me about this, how much I could make, if I invested this much, and da 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 da. And I was like, whatever, because I have a lot of friends. Who are investors, and they had warned me about this particular scheme.
Okay.
So I just politely said, "Oh, okay," and never got back to her. But it could be even people who are trying to like grab you.
Yeah.
So they take everyone.
Yeah,
it's
it
crazy.
is. Sometimes these kind of things happen, lah. For me, I'm not so worried when people come and say, "Can you invest something?" I say, "I got no money to eat. So what do you want me to invest?" So anything, can you invest in me or not instead?
Yeah. And don't forget, they can also impersonate.
Oh, yes.
It's not only people. They impersonate police.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially police. It's always some Myvi that's registered under my name.
Yeah.
How many Myvis you have,
Myvi,
Joanne?
I mean,
That's why it's like, apparently there's a Myvi registered under my name that was involved in the hit and run. So now they are looking for me. Then I just laughed. Yeah, but it is to that point.
Yeah.
And my other girlfriend got caught because of this Myvi thing.
Guys, please, scammers out there, if you're going to scam Joanne, please remember, she doesn't drive a Myvi. She
You
got
don't
very
drive a
big
Myvi.
car.
I got
Her car, Rolls Royce.
No lah.
Maserati.
I haven't done Rolls Royce, but yeah.
Yeah, and inside the influencer world as well, on social media, there are promoting fake schemes and whatnot.
Yeah, here's the thing, right? Like you said, people don't do due diligence properly when it comes to these scams, right? They're like, oh, I can earn this much. Oh, company registered. So what if the company is registered? Are they approved or not to be investors, right? That's why you had this thing called OpSky last time, right? Just recently, SPRM caught all this. And there were influencers and celebrities involved who were promoting these schemes. And when they questioned them, they said, look, I don't know. They came with a proposal. It looked legit. So we promoted it because we paid this much. And how these scammers made money out of it is because now celebrities are their voice. Celebrities were endorsing them. So when people say, oh, this celebrity big shot endorsing this, okay lah, percaya. This investment must be real. Kan? So that's how it happens. Kan? The scammers have money to commit scams. Right?
Yeah.
Because the turnaround is a lot. Their profits is a lot. So for them, it's nothing to throw, 100K on a celebrity and say, can you promote this?
Yeah.
And they know they're going to earn maybe 2-3 million from it. Right?
Oh, I know a few celebrities that have
Crazy.
done that. Yeah, because the payment is like
Good.
Good. Like sometimes it's like
They just have to endorse it. What?
Yeah.
they either endorse it or there's another one that goes around that find personalities like MCs and all that to go onto their site. I think it's quite a big amount
Right.
per job.
Okay.
So just because an influencer is sharing something online, please don't believe
Yeah,
this.
but kuros and all that,
Yeah.
that's a different type of scam. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work
I always say this, right? If you're ever going to listen to someone who's giving advice online, make sure it's from a professional. So, for example, if you want to take medical advice, make sure the person is a doctor, not an influencer telling, oh, you can do this and then you can get better and all.
Well, you were mentioning do your due diligence,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So, like for example, like with the AI feature, there's now 2 apps that you can look like. So, is there kind of like a list of places or links that we can actually source or look
For investments, Securities Commission and Bank Negara. Those are the 2 places you want to go to and see whether a platform is registered, a company is registered. Even if you go on those sites, they will tell you some of them are scammers.
Yeah.
Right. So those are good places to look out for.
Actually, this I have not seen a local kind of incident, but if you go on TikTok and you see all these like American, not hackers, but
White hackers. They call it white
they're not
hats.
hackers, but they know their stuff, and then they're dealing with hackers from India.
Yeah.
And they're trying to basically out prank them, on air while they're recording. It's quite funny actually to watch. We don't have that kind of level of scamming, do we?
Actually, to scam them back? Actually,
No, for them to scam
Oh,
us.
actually, we do, right? Let's not forget, in Cyberjaya, there was a whole scam center over there, right? In one of those MNC buildings and all. So we do, right? It's just that we actually do have a lot of very good, like what they call them white hat hackers, right? They are good hackers. Right, so that's why they can reverse to this back. But also we have to see the laws. What are the laws over here? That whether are we allowed to do this? Are we breaking laws if we were to do that? Those sort of things, right? So I would have to say, in fact, if you watch some of those videos which those white hackers have done, it's very interesting. Every year, once they get together, and they actually take down scam centers.
Wow.
And it's like maybe like 30, 40 hackers who are really good. They come together. And you will see only 1 or 2 guys, you will actually see the faces. The rest, all of them are in masks, They don't want to show their identities.
Of course.
Yeah.
And they actually take down scams and they like really take them down kind of thing, right?
That's amazing.
Amazing work,
It's pretty
amazing
cool.
work.
Yeah, to just
and they
that.
self-fund themselves. It's not like they are funded by the government or anything like that. Self-funded, just really want to do good work. Right? Of course, if Malaysia can do this, it would be amazing.
Mesti anti dia kena scam lah.
Mungkin lah. Revenge, yeah.
Mak dia
So
ke?
multimedia, what do you call it? Menteri now?
But it's really good. I've watched some of those like high-level hackers really not just closing them down for a day, like just annihilate the whole system.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
that's great.
So
good.
yeah.
And where is this happening?
That took place in the US, and they shut down scam centers from India. So really good.
Shamir, why do you think scammers specifically target women? Is it like the emotional?
Are we easier?
vulnerability?
That's all I want to know. Are we easier?
I think it's because sometimes when you catch a woman at the wrong time, it's the best time for scammers.
Okay,
Suddenly you're
she's
driving,
vulnerable.
you're more emotional, right? Compared to guys who are generally a bit more rational. So when something happens, like, okay, this is the time. You're busy, you're stressed at work, and then I add on to that stress. Your money, I'm going to have to sita your whole property, or I'm going to have to catch you and put you in prison. That stress adds on, and you just give in, right? So that's why a lot of intelligent women become victim, right? Because you catch them at technically the wrong time for them.
And again, it's not your fault.
It's not your
You
fault.
tak pernah kena scam ke, Joanne?
Joanne scam orang banyak.
I'm trying
You
to think
scam the
about
scammers.
it. A long time ago.
Okay, so what are 3 key habits that women need to adopt, to stay alert?
So one thing, first of all, don't be scared, right? If anything, just remember, okay, if this is the case, if the bank is calling me, it's okay, I will go to the bank. just don't believe anyone that calls you on the phone. Just first of
or
all,
ask you for
yeah,
your
or
details.
ask you, the minute they ask you, don't believe anything. Just to share, actually, sometimes it's not about them asking you as well. In fact, the other day I got a call from my telco, right? But they just caught me. And when we talk about catching people at the right time, it was one of they are super tired, so I was taking a nap in the evening, early evening, and suddenly they called. I was like, oh, my telco calling, pick up. And they say, oh, Mr. Shamir, you've been a customer with us for so many years and all. We would like to give you free 3 months. I go, okay, cool. How long do I have to renew my contract for? I said, don't worry, because you've been here for many years, right? And this is your details, everything, all my details were right now. And I'm looking at the number. They call me from their telco number. It comes up there, telco helpline. So I'm like, okay. And I'm talking. Then I say, okay, don't worry, no problem. Everything is there. I'm like, okay, cool. Can lah. Then after that, they said, okay, we are going to send you something, a tag number. You don't even have to read it out. This is how convincing it was. You don't even have to read it out. Just reply to it. I was like, Then I woke up properly, right? And I looked, they called me through a WhatsApp number, but their name on the WhatsApp number is the telco's name.
Okay.
Right? So very smart. So when you look at it, you look at the telco. Right? Very smart. And then I look at it, they were actually using my telco to make a purchase on something, and I will be billed for it. So straight away I just cut the line lah. Right? But so close. So close, right?
But that's because you are also like, you came to be aware at that moment.
Yes.
But if it was anyone else, and this is
Yeah.
you with the Prevent Crime Now.
True, right. Bayangkan if I jadi mangsa, besok tukar baju.
Tukar baju,
Just became a victim.
That's right.
So that's the thing, right? It's always about timing. So any calls you get, first of all, don't believe anyone, especially if they're offering you free stuff and all. Anything, go to the center and do it. Right? Second, I would have to say this: manage your expectations. Right? Same thing with investments, with love. Manage your expectations.
G.I.
right?
Joe ain't really G.I. Joe.
Yes,
exactly.
Manage your expectations. And the third thing is, never keep anything a secret. One of the things they always get you to do is, hey, don't tell people, don't tell people. Don't put down the phone. If not, I cannot help you. Put down the phone. Don't care about them. Don't tell your husband. Tell your husband, it's fine. Tell your boyfriend. Tell everybody. Right? Then someone will tell you whether it's a scam or not.
Yeah.
So these are the three main
Talk to
things.
people. I guess
Talk to people.
don't be embarrassed about
Yes,
it.
yes.
In fact, I think if you open up, other people will open up and say, yeah, actually it happened to my auntie, or it happened to me.
True.
You know?
True. And another thing I said, don't be scared of the position of the person that's calling you. For example, I got a call once from a friend. She's a qualified lawyer. She studied law, imagine. Certified everything. She gets a call from a police.
Yeah.
Right? And then when she calls me, she's like, Shamir, this guy is a senior officer. I said, so what? Put down the phone. No, he's from this bala. I said, so what?
Yeah, they'll tell you which bala.
Yeah.
They're senior officer.
Yeah, he's going to take
Yeah.
action. I was like, dude, you're a lawyer. You shouldn't be falling for this stuff.
No, but that's
But
the
they
It
do.
happens.
Yes.
Oh, I feel so much better now. Knowing
No.
that a full-fledged lawyer also
Yeah.
almost fell for a scam.
Yeah, and just because the person's a senior police officer, you're scared of getting into trouble. Don't be
says
scared.
he is.
He
He's
says
not.
he is. Yeah, I can be a police officer tomorrow if I wanted to pretend to be one.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, so but I don't. So please.
Okay, so Shamir, what happens? Like you discover, oh man, I got scammed. What do you do?
First thing you do, call your bank, please. If you have got kill switches on your phones, please kill switch the apps. Right? Call your bank, and then please just try to do whatever you can to get your money back. You'll have to cooperate. But the first thing you do, kill whatever bank account you have, even though it's not the ones that they called you for. Right? Kill all your accounts. I have to say, unfortunately, you have to do that.
Yeah, it's very hassle.
Yes,
it's
it is,
a lot
it
of
is.
hassle because I know people who have not just one or two accounts.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but just like
You and Shaz ada banyak kan, so that's why you
No
all have to.
lah.
Banyak je. Every
Tapi
bank
semua
they got
kosong.
from.
Banyak.
Every bank they got. You pick at random, they have an
Pick
account
what
there.
bank you want.
Okay, so
Tell me now.
obviously you should report it as well.
Immediately, but if you can now, a lot of banks, the good things is their apps have kill switches.
Okay.
So kill switch, so
Itu kira
unfortunately,
report ke? Is that
no,
considered a
you just
report?
kill it so no transactions can take place, and then you go to the bank, you make a report, cancel
And then,
it, open new
open a
account,
new
open your.
account.
Do you need to go to the police station as well to
After
report
go
it?
to the banks first, and then
Okay.
go to the police station because it'll
Banks
take time.
first, money first.
Yeah, money
yeah,
first.
yeah,
It'll
yeah,
take a while to make the report. So just go to the bank first. Ask them to stop any transactions
Okay.
coming out of your account.
Can this money be recovered?
Some have been able to, some no. I want to say you've got the National Scam Call Center. They are working on it, but there's still not full report on exactly everyone getting their money back. Some people have gotten some money back. So it's very difficult to get your money back. Why?
Yeah.
Because what if it's transferred out or it's spent already?
It's
How are you going to
already
get the money
out.
back?
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So imagine transfer, just say, I scam you transfer to my account, I withdraw it already.
Yeah.
How is the bank going to give you back that full amount? Right? They cannot, right? So yeah. So you can try to recover, but recovering something is better than not recovering anything at all. Right? And another reason why a lot of scammers actually escape is because people value their money more than actually punishing the offender. I'll give you an example. So now just say I've scammed you. And you've just said the police have caught me. And I come to you and I say, Shaz, you drop the report, I give you back your money. What will you do? Drop the report. You are not going to say, no, I hope you rot
I
in
want
jail.
my 1 million ringgit back.
Yes, right. That's what you will do. Right. So I'll say, okay, I give you, and then you tell the police, tapai, tarik balik report.
Oh my
So what
God.
happens? I walk away.
Does that actually happen?
It does more often. You sit down with any police officer in the commercial crime
I would
department.
do it, but I don't think other people would do
With
it.
one
When I
million,
sit down
there's
with
one
guys from the
million.
commercial crime department, they say, Shamir, tangkap orang pun susah. Everybody keeps tarik balik their report.
my
So how
God.
people
So that
want
means
the
they
money?
give the money back.
Yes, you
Yeah.
want your money back. At the end of the day, you don't care about punishing the offender. You just want your money back, kan? So, and then we complain the police don't do their job. Right? We make it difficult for the police to do their job. Right? So, yeah.
Is there a middle path to this?
Can lah, you get the money back and then you don't tarik balik.
Yeah, exactly. So
You
they're
scam the
right.
scammer.
Yeah, scam the scammer.
Let's do that,
That's my
ladies.
motto. Scam the scammer.
Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, that's what happens.
Okay, so to wrap things up, if you feel like something feels off, what should you do?
Yeah.
Always trust your gut instinct.
Yeah.
Always trust your gut instinct. When you feel something is off, it's off.
It's off.
Yeah.
Cut the line. Call someone. You want to call me, you can call me. You can always connect with me on my socials. My phone number is on my socials. You can always call me. I'll tell you whether it's a scam or not. But cut the line immediately. Call the police if you want to. Even the police will tell you whether it's a scam or not. The bank will tell you whether it's a scam or not. You can call anyone. They will tell you whether it's a scam or not.
Yeah, and don't be embarrassed about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I think,
jangan malu.
well, since let's bring it back to the love scam and all that.
Yeah.
Let's bring it back to love. I mean, women, we are all emotional creatures, you know. And don't be embarrassed about it. If it happens to you,
Yeah.
it may have happened to any of your girlfriends. So perhaps talk about it,
Yeah.
and that would we have a circle that says, okay,
Yeah.
anything happened, anything comes wrong, come back to us,
Yes.
and we will be the one telling you, nope,
Yeah.
this is not the one.
Yeah.
It is not Timothy Chalamet.
Yes.
Ew.
And if your group of friends all think it's real, you probably need a new group of friends.
Yes, exactly.
No, but I think I want to just add on to what Joanne said. Like, it's so important to talk about it. And I think to the women out there who have been victims, if you want to share your story and to empower other women to not be victims, please contact the
Yes.
WOW session, and I'm sure these ladies
Yeah.
would be more than ready to speak to you. And like they say, they can always, keep it anonymous.
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
some
we
way.
can always
Exactly.
keep it. It's also very important to hear from
Real stories.
real
Yes.
stories by real women, because we want to be able to let other women know that, hey, you are not alone in this.
Yeah.
That's
you know?
right. So if you have a story you want to share with us about getting scammed, especially love scammed, you can always drop us a DM on our social media, which is Instagram, Podaboom on Instagram, Podaboom on TikTok as well. Yeah. Don't be shy. I mean, it's just us, right?
Yeah.
I dah kena scam dah pun.
Okay, maybe when I was younger, but not now. Now I want to scam the scammer.
Yeah, man, let's do that. All right. Well, it's something important to remember. You're not paranoid. You are protecting yourself. Okay. And that's powerful. Thank you, Shamir, for joining us
No,
today.
thank you very much. I really want to thank the both of you for actually creating this awareness. I believe more platforms should be doing stuff like this. Right. So thank you very much. And I hope you guys keep doing the good job that y'all are doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.